Hi everyone, this is Katie Carney and this is my Flosstube number 67. Today is the 14th of July and I hope that you're all having a very happy Christmas and July stitching. I haven't had a ton of Christmas and July stitching, but I'm going to show you what I have. I want to first take a second and thank everyone for their super wonderful and kind comments on my last video. It really means a lot to me. I obviously had a lot of emotions surrounding burying my mom, and your kindness does not go unnoticed, and I really sincerely want to thank you for that. I don't have much of a life update for once. There hasn't been much going on. It's the summertime. Work is crazy and exhausting. This week has been particularly exhausting. I really could use a couple days off, but that's okay. So all is well though. I am reminded almost daily how lucky I am to work where I work and what a good decision I made almost a year ago. So that's that. I'm also going to tell you that at the end of this video, after I say goodbye, I'm going to do an unboxing of my Frogwarts Year 3 box, which is from the Black Needle Society. I'm going to say goodbye to all of my regular friends who do not care about Harry Potter or Frogwarts, and and also so that anybody who hasn't opened their box or gotten their box yet can turn off my video before that happens. Their retreat is a digital retreat. I don't attend. I don't have time, to be honest, you have to take like 2.5 days off of work because it started today, which is a Wednesday. No, it started yesterday, which was a Wednesday. Today's Thursday, and goes, I think, until Saturday or Sunday. And I just don't have that much vacation time, so maybe someday, but definitely not this year. Anyway, let's get to it. I did tell you guys in my last video that I was going to do Christmas in July, but that I had 2 projects that I needed to work on first, and one of which I finished for now. That first project is the Beatrix Potter sampler, birth sampler number 1. This is for my friend who is having a baby in about a month. I'm actually having her and her 2 daughters over on Saturday. They're going to come to my house for a tea party. And I have done 0 to prepare. I bought flowers and I have a little bit of the food together, but like I haven't cleaned my house. I have to do that tomorrow night. It's just I have not been home all week. Anyway, you don't care about that. Let's see this completed sampler. Here it is. This is on a 18 count Ada that I had in stash. It's just white with the called for DMC, and it actually doesn't look too terrible. The baby's name is there. The letters are all in lowercase. It's gonna fit in an 8x10 frame that I have somewhere. So I do have a frame for it. Obviously, I'm waiting to frame it until after she has the baby. So on Saturday, I'm going to hang it like this. So even though it's not quite centered, it doesn't matter. I'm going to hang it from my China hutch so that they can all see it, but that it doesn't get stained. And it'll be like a little decoration. I have a really pretty, it's white wooden beads with like a little blue tassels. She's having a boy. And I'm going to hang that under it. And then today on my way home from work, I stopped at a farm stand and I got flowers and vegetables. And we have the tablecloth all picked out, and I'm going to pull out the china because if you have china, use it. Use it. What are you saving it for? Just use it. China is a living and breathing thing if it's real china, and it needs to be washed twice a year no matter what, so you might as well use it. Anyway, that's finished. So that was a pattern from 1991, and like I said, 18 count Ada, I did 2 strands with the called for DMC, and there were so many colors in that project. And then I kept thinking I had them all, and then I'd miss one, and then I wouldn't have it in stash. It was a lot. So I was really glad when I finished that. I did not enjoy it at all. Those little people, little things. I don't know who any of them are. Luckily, my friend did. And then I also made her a little baby blanket, which I didn't cut the strings off yet. Luckily, I have scissors here. So it's a spoonflower piece of fabric. And then it's just, this side is minky. It's very, very cute. But my machine does not like minky fabric. I don't blame it. So I'm actually going to wrap this up, and this is going to be from Fra to her for the baby. Wow, I didn't cut any strings. I was kind of disgusted with the whole thing by the time I finished it. So you know how that is. So that was another finish. And then at the beginning of the month, after I finished that birth announcement, I pulled out my monthly piece, which is Consider the Lilies. Guys, I am so close to being done. This month I worked on here, this little bit here. It didn't take long. There was only 3 motifs. So let me get it out for you. And then I'll show you the whole thing, because you'll see how close I am. So this was already done, and this was already done. So I did this and that. So, and then I ran out of Havana, the color Havana by I don't know who. So the bird, you can't really tell, but I had to change colors about halfway through. And then for the rest of the project, I'm going to just use a different brown whenever a brown's called for. It's fine. I'm so close to the end, and it's all motifs, so it doesn't matter. But I did run out. I don't have any more, and I didn't seem to have any in other projects. I thought I did, but I looked through everything I have fancy flosses with, and I didn't have any more. That's okay. I'm not worried about it. Like I said, there's not much left, and because they're motifs, you can't tell what brown I was using anyway. So anyway, here it is. So you can see there is not much left. So next month, it'll be the same thing. It'll just be that little bit here and down to here to finish a page. And then two more fairly big sections, and then my initials at the top. So I should be done super soon. I keep contemplating continuing and just finishing it, but I do like the rotation I have going, because I feel like I get progress done on other pieces. So I started working on this a week ago, and I finished it on Sunday. It went really fast for once. It was like I said, it was a very, very small section. So it didn't take long. And again, this is 36 count R&R Winter's Brew, using the called for fancy floss, except for where I could not get the color, and then there is a conversion. We're almost done. I think you guys are gonna miss seeing it. I know I am, but I'm gonna be happy to see it up on my wall in my office. And I think that the sisters will like it too when they come in to visit. The sisters come to visit a lot, and I live for it. So then, after I was working on that birth announcement every spare moment, I was a little worried she was gonna like go into labor or something. So once I finished that, I started my new morning and lunchtime stitch. And this month, that is the 1989 Prairie Schooler Santa. And I have a funny story with this. So there he is, very cute. I actually really like this one, and it's moving along fairly quickly. But I worked on the 4th of July. My grandmother had a doctor's appointment, went to 2 doctor's appointments last Wednesday. So because I work in what is technically a medical facility, you can float your holidays. So I worked on the 4th of July, but I took Wednesday off for the holiday, and I took her to her doctor's appointments and all of that. And on the 4th of July, when I got home, I made dinner like it was just another day. And I said, well, let's watch 1776, which is a movie about the writing of the Declaration of Independence. And it's a Broadway musical. I know every word, and I love it. So we're watching that, and I had started this piece in the morning, and I am like cruising. I am cruising along. So in the morning and at lunch, I got all this done. And as we're watching 1776, I'm cruising, I'm doing great, I'm counting, put the bird in. I am not paying any attention, cruising. I am on cruise control, singing, he plays the violin. It's great, great. Finish the foot, start the other one. And I think to myself, let me look at how beautiful my work is. And I say, Catherine, your borders don't work because you can't count. I needed to go one more regular repeat of this before I turned. And at this point, the bird is in, this foot is in, and we've started this foot. So I text Jen and I text Michelle, and I was like, ugh. And at this point, John Adams is singing, does anybody care? And I'm like, obviously nobody does. Look what happened. And then I decided to make lemonade out of lemons, and I sign all of these. I put my initials, and I put the year that is the Prairie Schooler Santa, so 1989, and the year I stitched it, which will be 2022. So instead of trying to find a place to do it, I'm just going to put it right down here in a line, which I think will be fun. And then on the actual pattern, there's a row of just white here and just right here, and I left that off. And then I started the red a little bit, but then I decided to put in this wreath and get that in correctly. And I'm going to work from here up, and then I'm going to put the bottom of the jacket in and see how much we put in. So I'm just cutting out a couple of rows. And I figure worst case, I will cut not worst case, where I cut from here, because I'm going to need to cut a couple of rows here. I'm just going to cut out some of the lantern, which is totally fine by me. I do not stress about cross stitch, and I was not ripping all that out. And actually, what was really annoying is, like, look how nice my stitches look. Oh, like, they look so nice for once. I was not ripping it out. So I haven't had a ton of time. I have been exhausted this week. I don't know if it's the weather or hormonal, or I'm fat and lazy, or I'm old, but I've been getting like 6.5, 7 hours of sleep, and I'm tired. I need to sleep in one day till after. My alarm goes off at 5:45, which has always been fine, but the last couple weeks I'm like dragging. It's not COVID though. I test twice a week. At work, I have to. So anyway, there's that. I do love it. These are all for me. I'm not doing these for anyone else. These are for Katie. This is going to be someday a Prairie Schooler tree, which will hopefully, morph into a cross-stitch tree and homemade ornaments tree. And if I ever have kids, their ornaments tree. And I'm going to attach a little note to the back of this and remember watching 1776 with Fra in 2022. you know, you don't stress. These are on 18 count fiddler's cloth using the called for DMC. I'm planning to do them all on this fabric, but we'll see. Maybe they'll stop making it. I'm hoping to do 4 a year forever until I catch up, which will take approximately a decade. Oh, put the pattern in there, Catherine Mary. Put the pattern in. This is why I can't have nice things. I lose them. So there's that. And then Sunday, I finished Consider the Lilies around 7:30. And I was like, Christmas in July. Here for it. And so I pulled out Christmas Spirit, which is what we're going to work on for 2 weeks. This is Sunday night. And I put I got it on the hoop. I got it on my stand because I have a Dubco stand, which I haven't used. I've been doing a lot of stitching in hand, but this is not something you can stitch in hand. So I got it on the hoop. I got it on a giant hoop because I was like, ready, we're going. And it was too late for me to really start stitching on this because like I couldn't get in the rhythm and it's confetti. And I got like 12 stitches in. And that's it. So I'll show that to you. So all I did was this little bit of green. That's it. And then I didn't stitch Monday. What did I do Monday? I met a friend for dinner instead of going to yoga. Tuesday, I did something. Oh, I took my godson and his sister and Fra to Wendy's for dinner and to see The Rise of Gru, which is a Minions movie, and then we went for ice cream, so I didn't get home till 8:30. And then last night I did go to yoga and didn't get home until after 7, and I had some reading I needed to do. And then tonight, I got home, made a very fast dinner, and I am on the Historic Architectural Review Board for the city. So I had that meeting tonight, and then I had some errands to run, and it's now 8:15, and I'm happily filming and still not stitching. And then tomorrow, oh, my hair. It looks like I have like a bump it in. Anyway, I'm a bit funny at night. Tomorrow, I have to get ready for the tea party, and I was going to take a half day because I could use some time off, but I have so much to do at work because all I do is COVID test that I can't take the afternoon. I have too much to do. So maybe one day next week, I'm going to take an afternoon off, take a nap. I can't nap, I'll stitch, but anyway, sorry. I'm sorry. I shouldn't be complaining that I'm tired. I'm not. It's fine. Anyway, that's all the stitching I've gotten done. I made a couple washcloths for Fra, and I had big plans last weekend. You can see my iron is still out. I had big plans last weekend to start working on her Christmas ornaments, but the blanket took forever and church, and I have a meeting on Sunday afternoons at 1 o'clock, so maybe this weekend, maybe the weekend after. Not the weekend after, I'm going away. Someday. I'm in a singing mood today, aren't I? All right. This is a very short video, but if you are planning to stick around, stick around. For those of you who are not, thank you for watching this disaster that we've called the last 19 minutes of our lives. It's been fun catching up with you, and I hope you enjoyed seeing what I did and did not stitch on. I hope that you're safe and well, and I look forward to seeing you soon. And for those of you staying for the Frogwarts unboxing, I don't know if you can hear that, but let's do it. So I'm going to preface this with Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban is my absolute favorite. I love the first. The first is absolutely fantastic and what opened up a whole new world for me. But the third one is so good. I love the third one. The second one is my least favorite, so the second one was I wasn't all that excited about the box. But the third one I was really looking forward to, and my hopes were really high, and most of the things exceeded expectations, and only one of the things was I disappointed in. So let's check it out. All right. So first, it came Monday, and it came in this giant box. I guess that's their new box. And when I opened the box, I very sadly, I slit this. This is the second time I've done this. They put the pattern right on the top of the box, and I'm assuming it's so it doesn't get bent, but this is the second time I've slashed a pattern from them. So anyway, first let's check out the most important thing, and really the reason I get the box. I spend a lot of money to get, I'm so sad about this, to get this pattern. This is the year 3 band sampler, and they changed the color to a beetroot color. I don't like that. I think that you really lose, I think you lose most of the detail personally, but I'm boring. I like a natural color. So here is if you do all 3 of them together. See, look at how much that jumps off the fabric. I like that better. Anyway, there's the 3 of them together. I'm not doing it like this. I was originally going to, and then I was like, it'll be huge, and I don't have that much wall space. So this is all the colors you need, one of which is bandana, and you need it for 7 stitches, which seems absurd. Those are all the colors. I do the DMC because that's an awful lot of fancy floss for me. So yeah, I was thrilled with the pattern, but so it doesn't photograph badly, but the pictures I've seen of the beetroot, I have not liked it at all. So that was the first thing and the most important thing, and again, why I get the box. And then they gave you a project bag. So this is Sirius's like picture when you get your picture taken when you go to prison. So there's that. And then we got the magical Book of Monsters. So I can't remember what it's actually called. Monster Book of Monsters. So it's a journal. I'm assuming it's a journal. So I don't know if it's lined or not. I hope it is, because I hate when journals aren't lined because I can't draw. I have to write. But that was really exciting. I love that. We got our ticket for the night bus. Very cute. These are 2 random fabrics that I got at Joann's. But actually, this is a Harry Potter one, and I'm planning to use that when I gather up the courage to make my drum. I don't have the courage yet, though. The courage is not there. This is, I love this. It's the Honeydukes tray. It's a tray, but it's the Honeydukes like logo, and it's like a bedside tray. And I love a bedside tray to put my cell phone and like my lotion on. So I'm thrilled because I have a very small one right now, and pink and green are my favorite colors. So this is great. We got a funny sticker that says, "Believe me, I've looked worse." And the sticker was designed by Bookmarked Tattoos. So there's that. Then they hit it out of the park with the needle minder this year. Last year I really didn't like it. This year's is great. It's got a picture of the Marauders map on the front. I love it. I love this. So it has my name, and it's the footsteps of the Marauders map. So it's in essence me, my name, walking on the Marauders map. Love it. Love it. I do. I love that. I love the Marauders map. Because it's how they did it in the movie is just how I pictured it. So Loved that. Then there was this strange box with this in it, but apparently this goes with this. Doesn't really fit that well. And this is Harry's Animagus. No, his Patronus. And so it's a nightlight. You plug it in. Well, you need batteries, I think. Oh, wait. Wait. I think I could plug it in. Hold on. I got a cell phone charger here. Hang on. Don't leave. That's why I don't have nice things, huh? Oh, never mind. It's for the kind of plug I don't have here. Of course, after all that. But anyway, it's a nightlight. So that's cute. You take the backing off, obviously, but very cute, very cute. Then hang on. After breaking the holy heck out of my nail, I got it. Now you've got me in the picture, which you probably don't want, but you can see that it changes colors. So that's very, very cool. Oh, I like that a lot. That's actually very cute. So yeah, that was part of it. And I broke my nail pretty badly trying to get the paper off. Hold please, I have to put my light back on so you can see me. Okay, back again. So yeah, I really liked that. My chair's running away with me. And then we got this keychain, which is a time turner. It's kind of heavy. I'm not entirely certain what I'm going to do with that yet. We got our Birdie Bots Every Flavor beans, care of Classic Colorworks. For Color and Cotton, excuse me. So this year we got strawberry, kiwi, pumpkin juice, fire whiskey, and aubergine. It's like a purple. That's really pretty. And then two more things. So this, I said, oh look, we got butterbeer, a butterbeer candle. So I popped the lid off. Well, it turns out it's actual butterbeer. Sprayed myself with some of it, which is fine because it smells delicious. And I can't wait to make some. So they did send us butterbeer. And this was made by, I don't know, but 3 broomsticks creamy butterbeer. Yum, 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 yum. And then the mug. This is the other reason I get the box every year. Somewhere she wrote, oh, here we go. So she said the mug. This is my third mug in the Frogwarts mug series. This year I decided to tell the story of the night the Marauders reunited. First, we start at Hagrid's hut where Buckbeak has made an escape. Then, Padfoot and Crookshanks enter the secret passage. Moony transforms as Wormtail runs away. Harry and Hermione go back 3 hours to cast a Stag Patronus and help Sirius escape the Dementors and flee the Ministry with Buckbeak. So, my problem is that it's like the whole thing is black. You can barely see it. But, so that's Hagrid's hut here. And then you're going, that's supposed to be the Forbidden Forest. And that's the Whomping Willow. It's just very dark. It's very pretty, but it's very difficult to see it. So, this is year 3. Here's year 2. which starts with, no, this is year 1, I'm sorry. I loved year 1. Harry getting his letter here. Platform 9 3/4, the Hogwarts Express, and then getting to the castle. Loved it. And then year 2 starts with Harry going to Diagon Alley, meeting up with Hagrid, and then walking back to, excuse me, not Diagon Alley. He was in, oh, I don't remember, the Bad Alley, and then he ends up in Diagon Alley here. So they were both easier to see. You can see how much darker this one is. So I do like it, and I like what she was going for. It's just difficult to see with all that black. But I don't use these mugs. They're just on a shelf. So they're beautiful, and I love having them. I loved the box. That was the only issue I had, was that it was very difficult to see the mug, and I love the mug. It's my favorite book. I think they did a good job. I really enjoyed it. The only thing I would have done different is literally put everything in this print because I love the Marauders map, but that's just me. I hope you enjoyed this very short unboxing. I hope that you're all well still, and thank you for checking this out. I will see you for this unboxing, God willing, next year in July. Stay safe. Bye.